Okay, I think I'm only making one video on this kind of Tijuana River Valley emergency today. And I still don't feel great. It's Sunday afternoon, and I have other things I also have to get done today. Um, One of the things that often holds people back from making a phone call or sending an email is they feel like they don't know what they're supposed to say or how they're supposed to say it, and they don't want to screw it up for anybody else. They don't want to be embarrassed, but they don't want to screw it up for everybody else. Super common. Super common. And here's what I'm here to tell you. There are different standards of expectation from everyday people that are going through whatever their just life experience, as opposed to, say, lawyers or experts or experts in the field. Maybe they have a master's degree or whatever, or from a politician whose job it is to represent. Okay, so you don't have to worry about all those other things. You're just you, and that's good enough. And here's the secret sauce: your voice is the one that people want to hear from because they have expectations for those other people. You're the wild card. You're the person who votes. You're the person who lives there. You're the person who is like the man on the street, right? And there's a couple of things to know to make this easier for you. Number one, if you're mad, you can be mad. It's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. If you're mad, you can be mad. But if you are trying to find, well, what do I say? Well, what do I do? Here's a secret: ask a question. That's all. Ask more than one question if you have more than one question. And here's an example. We're going to use Nora Vargas from County Supervisors. Okay. Uh, I I have a question. I saw on the news that the research people left, and the lady in charge said nobody should be breathing the air, that it's dangerous. But she said too that there's a solution, and we know what it is, and it's air filters. Who is going to make sure we all have an air filter? Who's going to explain how that works? Who who She said something about masks. Is that like the ones, the gas mask ones that the researchers were wearing, or is that like those masks that we were supposed to wear during lockdown, or what does that mean? Ask your questions. Honestly, ask your questions. I don't understand, Newsom. I don't understand why you haven't signed a state of emergency. It was such an emergency that the researchers they talked about on the news, they had to leave. They said it was too unsafe for them. I live here. I can't leave. I live here. I work here. I sleep here. How is that not an emergency? Um, Senate and House representatives, I have some questions. You got together with Nora Vargas, and you had a press event last week, and uh, you said you had some legislation and you were going to move it forward. And what has happened since then? And I'm honestly confused because it's not a new issue, and it's not a new issue to you. You know about it, and it kind of felt to me like you were suddenly getting pressure from the community where people were asking you, hey, what are you doing about it? And it kind of felt to me like it was a press event because the election's in like 50 days. So, can you explain to me, is that what it was? Or what is your fast track plan? You see what it is? It's just your questions, whatever questions you have. Um, there's this lady, and she shared the fact sheet about what to do for the first aid for the chemical that was found when they were testing, and it's really scared me. Have you seen that sheet? Have you seen what they say about first aid? Have you seen what they said? The science people, you don't even, like you said, you don't even have to know who it is. You don't have to have the doctor's name. You don't have to have all the facts. That's not your job. You can literally ask questions. And here's a pro tip for life. This works for life too, right? What did you mean by that? Uh, what, you're in the office. Why did you bring this file to me? Okay, well, what did you want me to do with it? Is this my job now? Right? Asking questions. That's all. Asking questions. And we have a lot of questions right now. So sometimes just knowing that it's totally cool for you to just ask those questions. Hey, I'm concerned because, or I'm worried because, or I didn't understand why. That is enough. 100%. That is enough. You can't screw it up. You cannot screw it up. But we do need everybody in all the communities to be sending emails and to making phone calls and saying, hey, notice, hello, pay attention. You got this. We got this. It's worth the fight. It is a fight we can win. And together, we're going to make it happen.